Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. Working on a lot of stuff today. Just had a scrapper drop off some goodies I wanted to show you. So these are 2 decks, no engine. The first Craftsman here, it's got a recoil and that's it. There's only one salvageable wheel, one of the rear wheels. The handle is salvageable. Deck's not in bad condition. Then we got a 2010 Terra Recycler deck. The reason I can tell is the recoil came with it, which I already degreased, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that 2010 recoil. We have a tank with no holes in it. I just pressure tested that and cleaned the gas tank. So 5 each for these decks. These tanks on Fleabay are $35 to like $60. So they're getting to be expensive because, as you know, they crack and leak fuel. So I think $5 was a great price to pay for these decks, 5 each. Turo more so. I'll have to see if the front wheel drive unit works or not. So, I also got this old style milk cooler. If you guys are as old as I am, this should be placed at your front door and the milkman will leave milk for you. This Irwin's is out of Pennsylvania, it says on the side. So I had seen this on the scrapper's trailer. I didn't know it had tools in it. I was just going to buy it as a prop to put at my front door, maybe buy a couple of empty milk bottles to put in it. So I saw all the tools in. He said he did a clean out. Guy got rid of this milk cooler with all the tools, a bunch of Craftsman tools, hand tools. So I gave $5 for everything, which I was happy about. The opening wrenches there at the bottom are worth $5. Anyway, this hand cart, I saw that on his trailer. I said, "What's wrong with it?" He said, "Nothing." He showed me how to fold up the handles so you can extend the deck here on the bottom. So I gave $10 for it. I looked it up afterwards. These go for $170 and above, which I thought was a lot, so I think I got a hell of a deal on the hand cart. I thought I could put crappy decks with no wheels on it, move them around. Say, for instance, the Turo. So, as you remember in a previous video, I'm working on this TB 230 with the lot of issues. So the recoil was toast. That recoil I just got on the Turo is going to go on this Troy-built TB 230. This one's shot. So super good deal on that Turo. Got a tank and a usable recoil. So let's get to the nitty-gritty. He also dropped off these 2 fine beauties. Okay, not so fine. What do you want to do? Start with the 2017 Turo because it's newer? I'll go along with that. Newer style Turo here with the newer style gas tank. I think this is the 3rd newer unit I picked up recently. The last one had a big crack in the tank, which I rectified recently. I just sealed up the crack on the top. I'll be able to reuse that. So this unit's complete. Just by looking at it, it sat outside. As you can see, all the red plastic is sun faded. Not a lot of use on it. Look at the tread on these 2017 tires. Perfect tread on the front wheel drive. So let's say we look at the oil since we're on this side. Fresh oil, but it's overfilled. So I don't know if this is original oil or did somebody do some maintenance. We'll look at the air filter and see if somebody tried to rectify this recently. Or did they use it one time and it's been sitting since 2017? It's got fuel in it. It doesn't smell. Yeah, it does smell kind of bad. So what do we got here? We got a hornet's nest, and I don't know if the hornets chewed that up to make a home or what kind of damage that is. I see a bunch of cockroach droppings here. Maybe this was cockroach damage. So, happy juice this thing. Nitro. We need to have some luck since that yard machine's a basket case. 1 out of 2 better be good. Oh, for the pair, I gave 15 for this and 10 for the yard machine basket case. Okay, we know what the 2017 needs. It needs a little bit of love and a carb clean. So I think this will be a good one to rehab. Too bad the beauty ring's all faded. People see that and think it's abused when I go to sell it. That's the only disadvantage. Okay, this is got a production date, April of 2000. I had to take the beauty ring off to see the date code on the recoil. It's got a sticker on the side, not to be sold in California. This was not EPA happy. So terrible condition as far as deck-wise. I don't know what the wiring's for there on the front. Wheels are bald here on the front wheel drive. So 5.5 horsepower. Briggs & Stratton yard machine by MTD, 22-inch cut. Missing a bolt here. So I stuck a screwdriver here. Cables seem to be intact. Oh, I wanted to show you this before we go to start it. I got to bring you down. We've had a rash of blades on backwards. We got that scenario here. I kind of turned it on its side when the scrapper unloaded it just to see what it looked like under here, and noticed the blade is wrong. This does not go on like that. The cut part of the blade should be facing down. So you can see the wear here where the grass is worn away, the black paint. It's been hitting the back side of the blade. So it's been hacking but not slashing. The grass has been hitting this dull side of the blade. So as in the other case, in this one, that means there's no wear on the leading edge. All I got to do is turn it around and I got a usable blade because there's no damage to the leading edge. That's the one advantage of having a mower show up that's on the blades on backwards or upside down. There's no damage to the cutting edge. Rusty and crusty under here. Let's bring this beast over and try starting it with a shot of motivation. What do you say? I'll bring you back up. Had a lot of rain here in southwest Florida recently, but sales are still stagnant. A lot of rain, but the grass hasn't grown yet. So I'm thinking another week to 7 days when it really takes off, I'm going to be able to sell large volumes of used mowers at a reasonable price. Not to be sold in California. Take note of that. They'll crucify you at the border if you try to smuggle this in. The invisible air filter again. I love those. They're easy maintenance. Nitro. Recoil needs some attention. It's not springing back. It needs some water dispersant 40. Uh-oh. Third time's a charm, so we got some action on the yard machine 5.5. So, getting kind of tired of these quantums lately. We've got another quantum here. And the deck's kind of rough. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. We got in a knoll that I seem to have woke up. Right near the drive cable. Oh. He went and did some driving. He's under the drive cover here. Anyway, there we are. Two fine beauties. This one not so much. A lot of potential on the Terra Recycler, the 2017. This 2000 model year is kind of rough. Kind of rough. Although I didn't see any rust through it. This is all surface. There was no large gaping holes. Just been sitting out. Who knows what the drive system needs or doesn't need. There's 2 bolts here on the bottom. I see they're rusty and probably not holding a lot down. That's why this wire's been put in place.